My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers. I am responsible for keeping him fed and clothed.
You know, it always amazes me how much people want to go viral so much that they're willing to risk everything they have to do it. Because you came on the internet and you mocked an entire group of people, like millions of people that need help every single day, putting basic food on their table, feeding their kids, meeting life's most basic necessities, and you're a nurse. Did you know that you have ethics that you are required to live under? And I don't know how it works, you swear an oath or whatever, but there are some ethics that you live under as a nurse. And here they are, Provision 1, the nurse practices with compassion and respect for the inherent dignity, worth, and unique attributes of every person. You literally have ethics as a nurse that you swear to that includes all of this stuff right here. And when you come on the internet and you mock humanity, you are directly breaking this. I wonder if your hospital has something similar in their mission statement. Oh, look at that. They do. The mission of blank hospital to care for our community by improving the health and well-being of the people we serve, regardless of their economic or social status, by providing healthcare, disease prevention, and health education services, regardless of their economic or social status. I don't think your hospital agrees with you. Now look, your secret's safe with me. I don't go that far. If you're going to come on the internet and mock people who need help, who actually work in many cases 2 jobs to be able to feed their kids, you're breaking multiple guidelines here. Just wanted you to know that this is not hard. Anyway, I hope you care for your patients that come through your doors more than what you portray on the internet, because I don't think that your employer would really appreciate this, your internet presence and the way that you handle yourself. I'm just taking a wild guess.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers. I am responsible for keeping him fed and clothed.
Tina Coleman, to be exact. It is my job as a beautiful Black woman to make sure that the world knows that you, Tina, as an RN, are okay with children suffering due to malnutrition. Tina Coleman. Now, since you had your RN degree and you knew every fucking thing, you should have knew that you needed to turn your badge around in every photo. But see, me, I have time. So I scrolled a little bit to April and I saw that you were silly enough to forget, because people like you always forget. So, Tina, I've noticed that you've worked in Alabama and you've also worked in Kentucky, places where there are large populations of people who do need SNAP benefits and Medicaid. And I would never want someone like you to be working in the healthcare field that had to ever deal with someone who unfortunately needed those benefits. And not only that, as an RN, you should know the signs of a stroke. Have the day you deserve, Tina Coleman.
I'm stitching this because people need to see what's happening in real time when a nurse publicly mocks people receiving SNAP benefits as if poverty is a personal failure. So this nurse, who identifies as Tina Coleman, an RN at Crenshaw Community Hospital in Laverne, Alabama, thought it was appropriate to belittle people who rely on public assistance, many of whom are the same patients we care for every day. So I'm going to let you see the clip.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers. I am responsible for keeping him fed and clothed.
So this is the ugly side of nursing culture we don't talk about enough. The performative, I work 2 jobs pride that disguises contempt for the poor. Nursing isn't about judging who's worthy of help. It's about care, equity, and humanity. And we've seen too many stories of bullying, discrimination, and classism in this field. It is time for accountability. The profession needs to study it, name it, and root it out. Because when you humiliate the vulnerable, you do not represent nursing. You absolutely disgrace it.
My baby hasn't eaten in 2 hours. I gotta go work my second job to feed my baby because it's my responsibility, not the U.S. taxpayers. My responsibility to make sure that he is fed and clothed. I think my lip filler and Botox done migrated. I'm getting a little bit of the Bell palsy down here. Can't feel nothing. Oh, somebody please help me. I peaked in high school. I was just a mean girl. Now I'm a nurse cleaning up shit. Somebody help me. If people don't like this video, that's okay. I'm just going to delete my account and run away from the consequences of my actions. For those of you saying it looked like I'm wearing underwear on my head, it's not. It's part of my nurse's uniform, okay? I don't know why I decided to post a video like this being insensitive when I'm a nurse, but you know, I'm a stupid bitch, that's why. You can tell I'm crazy by the way I do my eye makeup. What would you do if you got a nurse that doesn't look like me?
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's story is honestly one of the most shocking and disturbing things I have seen in a while. A nurse from Alabama, yes, a registered nurse, has gone viral for all the wrong reasons. Her name is Tina Coleman, and she's facing massive backlash after mocking people who rely on SNAP or food stamps online. Now, imagine being a healthcare worker, someone trusted to care for people in need, but instead you go online wearing your hospital scrubs to humiliate struggling families. Oh my God, it's disgusting, it's unprofessional, and honestly, it says a lot about the hidden biases in our healthcare system. Let's get into it.
I'm stitching this because people need to see what's happening in real time when a nurse publicly mocks people receiving SNAP benefits as if poverty is a personal failure. So this nurse, who identifies as Tina Coleman, an RN at Crenshaw Community Hospital in Laverne, Alabama, thought it was appropriate to belittle people who rely on public assistance, many of whom are the same patients we care for every day. So I'm going to let you see the clip. So this is the ugly side of nursing culture we don't talk about enough. The performative, I work 2 jobs pride that disguises contempt for the poor. Nursing isn't about judging who's worthy of help. It's about care, equity, and humanity. And we've seen too many stories of bullying, discrimination, and classism in this field. It is time for accountability. The profession needs to study it, name it, and root it out. Because when you humiliate the vulnerable, you do not represent nursing. You absolutely
Baby, yes, she was. She was a nurse, honey. They snatched that job just like they're snatching these SNAP benefits. Yes, she was. She was a nurse, honey. You have been demoted. Yes. Praise the Lord. Because I see that's what happens. Because her ass does not need to be in anyone's practicing nurse, licensed practical nurse, registered nurse, nurse practitioner, honey. She does not need to be in, there's nothing about nursing that needs to be in her title, honey. What she needs to be doing is sitting at home and figuring out how the hell she's gonna be paying for all these damn bills, since she has so much motherfucking mouth that she got on the Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter's internet over here making fun of people because they don't have benefits because this administration is dog trash ass. So yes, honey, you need to be sitting at home, and while you're sitting at home, guarantee you, while I'm going to be sitting at my home, I'm going to still be figuring out where the hell you live at and calling the state boards, honey, and we're going to be revoking that licensure, okay? Because you don't need to be practicing nursing anymore. No, you don't have any empathy at all, honey. You don't even have a soul, honey. And you don't have a job. You don't have benefits. You have nothing, honey. And you're about to not have a damn license. So all that schooling that you did, honey, guess what? You still have to pay back them damn student loans, though. I know that. Honey, you have to pay back them student loans, and guess what? Your ass is never going to be working as a nurse again, as far as my black ass is concerned. We gonna go ahead and take care of that. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day. Praise the Lord.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. That is why I'm on my way to my second job tonight, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayers. I am responsible for keeping him fed and clothed.
She posted a video mocking people on SNAP benefits, like she's above it all. But here's the twist. She also has a GoFundMe asking for $46,000 for her mother and a grandchild with a serious health condition, meaning at any moment she or her family could be the ones on SNAP. Yet she's publicly shaming people who rely on it. And get this, she became a nurse. We know that getting a nursing degree often involves student aid, Pell Grants, loans, maybe even SNAP eligibility at some point. So to mock others while benefiting from the system, it screams hypocrisy. When you're in the caring profession, you're supposed to uplift folks, not shame them. If you're going to wear that uniform, you better carry some empathy. Because right now, it looks like this lady chose judgment over care, and that's unacceptable. If this is how you talk about patients or people in need, maybe this job isn't really for you.
My baby has not eaten in 2 hours. I am responsible for keeping him fed, because it is my responsibility to make sure that he eats, not the U.S. taxpayer.
Not only do I find it completely wild that you post that because you're a fucking nurse, the irony of that all is I went to your page, right? And you have a GoFundMe set up for someone that you know. Nurse who helped others needs our help. Critical home repair. So a nurse that you know needs assistance because they can't afford some things that they need. After 30 years of caring for others as a dedicated nurse in Monroe County, they need all these repairs done. Well, why doesn't your nurse friend just get a second job? Did she not save up enough money to take care of this? Sounds irresponsible of her to be asking others for a handout or for assistance. Unless, and bear with me here, babe, sometimes people fall on hard times despite everything that they've done. And sometimes when that happens, they might look for financial assistance. Anyways, I hope that other nurse's house gets fixed, but really she should be just pulling herself up by the bootstraps. I mean, my God.
So here is what happened. Tina Coleman, a registered nurse from Crenshaw Community Hospital in Alabama, decided to make a post mocking people on food assistance. In her video, she laughed and made fun of SNAP recipients, basically calling them lazy and unmotivated. But it didn't stop there. Another video resurfaced where she made racist jokes about black people, saying another day of being black and jobless. And yeah, that's the kind of garbage she thought was okay to post online while wearing her scrubs with the hospital logo showing. That part is important because she wasn't just some random person online. She represented the hospital, the nursing profession, and the healthcare community. I gotta say, this story really hit me. Yeah, it really hit me because nurses are supposed to care for everyone equally. No matter your background, your race, or your financial situation. That's what ethics in nursing are all about. Compassion, dignity, and respect. But this right here, this is the total opposite. Yeah, this is the total opposite. Mocking poor people, especially when many of them are patients or families of patients, is beyond cruel. And let's be real, racism and classism in healthcare are not new. This just shows how deep those issues still run. When someone like Tina feels comfortable enough to say these things publicly, it means she's been thinking that way for a long time, and that mindset probably shows up in how she treats people at work. Yeah, people on food stamps are not lazy. Many of them are single parents, veterans, people with disabilities, or just hardworking families trying to survive in this economy. And for a nurse to look down on them, that's heartbreaking. Nursing isn't just a job, it's a calling. The American Nurses Association Code of Ethics says nurses must treat everyone with compassion and respect, regardless of their background or social status. And this is true. So when Tina Coleman mocked SNAP recipients and made racist remarks, she broke every single one of those ethical rules. What's even worse, it damages public trust in healthcare. Yes, imagine being a black patient or a low-income family walking into that hospital and realizing this might be the nurse calling for you. Oh my God. How could you ever feel safe or respected? This is why people are demanding accountability, not just an apology, because behavior like this is a reflection of deeper systemic issues. The internet wasted no time calling her out. People across social media blasted her for her comments, tagging the hospital and demanding she be fired. And honestly, they are right. If you are bold enough to post racist and classist content in your uniform, you deserve to face the consequences. Yeah, you deserve to face consequences. From what I have seen, Crenshaw Community Hospital has already been flooded with complaints, and it looks like the nurse has deleted her account. But the damage is already done. Her name is out there, and so is her behavior. Yeah, this is not just a cancel culture moment. This is about holding professionals accountable for crossing the line. So here is the bigger takeaway. This situation reminds us how powerful social media can be and how dangerous it is when people in positions of power use it to spread hate or mock others. As a nurse, your job is to heal, not to harm. And honestly, I hope this story becomes a wake-up call for every healthcare worker who thinks their private biases won't catch up with them, because they will. Yes, they will. So at the end of the day, racism and classism have no place in healthcare or anywhere else. But I want to hear from you. Do you think nurses who post racist or classist content should lose their license? And do you think hospitals should do more to screen for bias before hiring? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can see what's really going on. Because this is not just one nurse, this is about the system that allows people like her to exist unchecked. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the love and support. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.